Chapter 3 Spin.
Oh, how is it already morning? This makes about as much sense as it did last night. Let's take a look at the evidence for the cajillionth time. I've gotta be missing something. No matter what that photo of me suggests, there's no way I shot Sophie. Is that me? Did I go back in time and do that? It doesn't make any sense. And I would never hurt Sophie. Not on purpose. That isn't me. It can't be. Maybe if I go object by object, an answer will jump out at me? Before Sophie died, Gwen got her book canceled, and I still don't know why. But why on earth did Gwen cancel Sophie's book deal? Didn't she help her to get it in the first place? Vin definitely knows more about the cow skull than he's letting on. Plus, there was that photo of him and Sophie canoodling.
Almost forgot
What
about
does that
that.
even mean? Restraining Order Lucas said Sophie once threatened to turn his son against him. That certainly implies some bad blood in their past. But that Lucas was scared of Sophie, not out for revenge. None of this is conclusive enough. Moses, when this is all over, I'll play as many games of Man of Massive as you want. I swear. Coffee. Coffee is friend. Get coffee now.
Where'd you even get a
No matter how
gun?
much I stare at you, he refused to make sense. Moses?
Hello, Miss Caulfield.
Fuck!
Oh, fuck.
Can I come in?
Get to the photo.
If he sees that,
I have some questions for you.
Just...
of course, I can answer your questions right here.
Well, this is a nice change of pace since yesterday. I appreciate the cooperation. There are just a few details I'm struggling to make sense of.
Go ahead.
Hide it.
Arcadia Bay, where you went to high school, right?
Yes?
A beautiful town with a surprisingly violent story to tell. Not unlike...
Arcadia Bay and Sophie are not connected.
a small town with a curious number of murders. And now, Sophie, Llewellyn Fayed, murdered in a small town? What are the odds? What do you think, Miss Caulfield? Are you the one who's unlucky?
Oh
or is
my
it just
God.
everyone who ever meets you?
Why are you so mean?
Go fuck yourself. Arcadia Bay has nothing to do with Safi.
Ooh, there it is. Touched a nerve? I knew I'd find one if I kept poking around.
Detective, I'm not answering any more of his questions.
What the fuck happened to the telescope, Maxine?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Someone was in the office with me. I could hear them. I saw Moses in the hallway, but I didn't see you.
All right,
So?
enough. We're not getting anywhere. This case has been abnormal from the beginning. None of the evidence makes any sense.
At least that's something we can agree on.
But I know why now.
Why?
Somehow, all this death leads to you.
That's not true.
Wow.
He saw it. He saw the photo. Stupid Max. Stupid, stupid. What the hell do I do now? None of this makes any sense. What happened that night? Why the fuck am I in this picture? The old me would have just jumped back in time to the moment this photo was taken.
Can you still do that?
Maybe I still could.
Oh man. Took a while.
So that's what it feels like to capture the perfect photo. No. Feels good. Final.
Why is there a storm?
Sophie.
It's here too.
But there wasn't a storm the day Sophie died.
Yeah.
Maybe we are cursed. You, me, and Maya.
Maya?
Safi, wait! Who is Maya? What was she talking about?
Stop stalling, Max.
I don't understand. What do you want from me?
Pull the trigger.
What is going on?
I wasn't enough time.
No, you can't do that again.
Come on. If I can just... Fuck! Moses, you were right. I don't know how, but you were. I have to tell him. Everything.
Well, well, well. I owe you an explanation, or as much of one as I have. Meet me at the Overlook? Really, Max? There? I know it doesn't make sense. I'll do my best, please. Fine. All I've done all night is stare at this ugly fucking ceiling. There's nobody up in the entire house but me. I'm up. Come over if you feel like it. It's too cold to leave the house. This is why you should kick somebody out of a Brex's house and let me live there. We need to get the fuck out of Vermont, dude. Well, you could always live somewhere else. Not in the mood for this shit, D. Finals may be postponed, but the Snapping Turtle is still open if anyone wants some late night coffee or just someone to be around. We're open until midnight. Thanks for this, Amanda. Best coffee in all of Lakeport. Would be nice to get out of my dorm for a bit. 3 days and no word from Caledon or the cops about Safi's death. Except a rumor about Detective Alderman with a lead on who shot her. It's really disappointing and frustrating. Journal. I should probably know every instinct told me to grab Gwen's flash drive from the flames. But who am I to deny her catharsis? Even if it won't last forever, it's the principle of the thing, you know. Can you imagine the old Max you knew saying that? Alderman clearly anticipated backup in his investigation, and I wasn't going to be the one to help him. And if he hoped to drive a wedge between me and Moses by asking for my help, then he only ended up making our bond stronger. He seems like he's used to things going his way. He tried to act nonchalant, but I could tell he was annoyed. I wish he'd focus on figuring out what happened to Safi instead of playing mind games. Let's go see Moses.
Moses is waiting for me up there. Hopefully. This is where the police tape was yesterday. Did the cops take it down on Alderman's orders? He's not here. Yet. Let's give him a few minutes. Maybe wait on the bench. Might as well gather my thoughts before Moses gets here.
Maxine, I reached out to Detective Alderman this morning for an update, and he sounded very much addled. He said he spoke to you. What did you say to him? Please tell me you didn't say anything to jeopardize this case. I've only known him for like a day, but I get the impression he's always pretty on edge. You're probably right, he's a little intense. I just want answers. He's my only hope right now. Alderman knows about my powers. He forced his way in here and scared the shit out of me. Maybe if I pretended I was on his team, he wouldn't bust it in here just like that, but I doubt it. Worst thing is he saw the photo and just smiled at me. He's plotting something, but I don't know what to do. How do I stop a cop? Chloe, later the strangest things happened. My old powers came back and I saw what happened with Safi. I did do it. I don't know how, but I can't let this happen. It feels like I'm running in circles and I don't know how to make it. I'll just stop.
You stay the fuck away from me.
What if he doesn't come? I couldn't blame him. I killed his best friend. What does that say about me? That any version of me, could do something like that?
Nothing makes sense.
He's probably not coming.
Bear mugs. Oh, an owl. Oh.
Diamond knows where I am and who I'm meeting. So don't do anything stupid.
I deserved that.
You wanted to talk. So talk. Tell me the truth. Tell me why you did it.
You were right. I shot Safi. But I can't tell you why, because I don't know the answer myself.
No reason you could give would be good enough.
Moses, wait! I asked you to come here so I could show you proof. Something is weird about this place. Look. These flowers. What are the odds they'd bloom in the middle of winter? Exactly in the shape of Safi's body?
5 minutes and then I leave.
Okay. So, what if I told you there's this other timeline where Safi is alive and I can travel between this timeline and that one?
4 minutes.
I know that it sounds insane. But I can show you. I'll hop from this timeline to the other. You'll see me, poof, disappear.
Yeah, to some magical fantasy world where you didn't kill Safi, right?
It's not a fantasy world. It's connected to this one. If I try to, I can even see the other one from here.
Wait, you can see across them?
And here, too.
So if you disappear or whatever, and I do something while you're gone,
I can tell you what it was when I come back. And then you'll believe me?
it'd be a start.
Okay. Okay, deal. All right.
Prove your power.
There's a chance Moses will believe me. First, I gotta hop over to the other timeline. Now to see what Moses is up to on the other side. Shit. I think Moses is too stunned to do anything. Let me jump back over to make sure I didn't break him.
Max? Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit.
I'm sorry if I upset you.
Upset me? Are you kidding? You did something physics says should be impossible. Is impossible.
So you believe me?
Yes. And no. You disappeared. Max, literally. I completely forgot to do anything.
Okay,
So,
let's try it again.
Ready when you are.
Okay, let's try. I shouldn't leave yet.
What did I do when you were away?
And then you said, Machine Angel Psychic Storm.
Yep. That's what I did. Wow. I mean,
Yeah, near as I can tell, Sophie's death is where the timelines split.
oh,
I think her absence is the only difference between the two.
you think?
I guess that could be a big enough event to lead to.
You okay?
So Safi's alive over there, huh?
She is. And she's...
Don't say happy. We both know that would be a lie.
You're right.
When you see her again, can you give her something for me?
The bottle cap? How did you...
Safi slipped it back to me that night. Found it in my equipment. You give that to her, tell her to stay safe, Max. Make her swear to it.
I will. Promise. But I think she's going to need our help.
What do you mean?
When I was a teenager, I could rewind time. Just raise my hand and undo everything that had just been done.
Okay.
And if I had a photo, I could go back even farther.
Wait. Could. Past tense?
Yeah. Turns out when you try to change the past, you don't actually fix anything.
Sure. But what if the best way to fix things isn't changing your past, but rather changing your present?
How dare you bring logic to my pity party? The point is, I stopped using it, and now it barely works.
Okay, but there's a photo of you from that night with a gun. You're saying that could be the future you? Even though you can't do that anymore?
This morning I tried rewinding into that photo, and it felt like trying to flex an atrophied muscle. Nothing made sense. But I was there, in the past. Sophie mentioned Maya, and oh God, the storm.
Max?
Look, there's a timeline where, for some reason, I shot Sophie. This one. And there's a timeline where I didn't. I feel like, intentionally or not, these two worlds exist because of a decision I'm going to have to make.
What?
Holy shit.
Moses, I've been here before. When I could rewind, it broke time. People got hurt. I can't let what happened in Arcadia Bay happen here too. Oh, shit.
Okay. First look at the crime scene is inconclusive. I'll need some further insight into
What
Miss
am I
Llewellyn
seeing?
Fayette's mental state. Not to call a shot prematurely, but if this isn't suicide, I'd put money on a Mr. Moses Murphy, friend of the deceased, being the perp. I need to introduce myself to Mr. Murphy.
He's talking like he hasn't already met you. Like he's...
Alderman from yesterday. An alderman that already happened? Max, this is really bad. Time isn't supposed to act this way.
It appears something was removed from her person post-mortem. Maybe the camera her mother mentioned.
We need to get the hell out of here.
I fucking knew it. Returning to the scene of the crime? Amateur hour shit. How'd I let a couple of small-time fuck-ups like you get under my skin?
You're not making any sense.
You want to talk about sense? Nothing about you makes sense.
Wow.
Telescopes don't put themselves together. Evidence doesn't disappear. You're going to pay for
Wow.
what you've done, Maxine Caulfield. And I'm here to collect.
What's going on? What is going on?
Help me! Please, help! Max, watch out!
Come on. Let's help him.
Max, you have to let go!
I tried. That's it. It became a portal.
I could have saved him, Moses. I could have saved him.
No, you couldn't have. Listen to me, Max. This place ate a man.
Moses, your hair. I told you. There's always a cost.
It started with Safi. Maybe if we can figure out why she died, then maybe we can prevent all of this.
That's what I've been trying to do. The whole day I've been talking to people and spying on them and taking their stuff.
Hey, Safi mentioned Maya, right? When you rewound?
Right. What do you think Maya has to do with all this?
No idea. Maya was before my time. But Gwen Hunter might know more than me. She was Safi's mentor during all that mess.
Gwen. Gotta go talk to Gwen. I'm still shaking. Alderman was, and then he just wasn't. And Moses and I were standing so close. But I'm here now. I'm here. I'm all right.
What is going on, really? Talk to Gwen.
Okay, talk to Gwen, see what she knows about Maya, and while I'm at it, I'd like to know why she killed Safi's book deal. My younger self might have thought this would make an edgy photo. I, for one, kind of like the paper straws.
Nobody likes the paper straws. We've heard you. We can continue to hear you, unfortunately, until we run out of them. And we have a lot. We can't replace them with your preferred delivery method of plastic. Wait,
I, for one,
okay.
kind of like the paper straws.
What else is there?
Lo-fi ambient bellows to chill/study to. A classic.
Kraken.
Boom! The spaceship crashes right in the middle of a park, and this alien crawls out of the hatch.
That seems like a lot of money for a student project.
I'm only gonna shoot the trailer. I figure I can cut costs doing some old school practical effects.
Seems like you've got a plan. Still very ambitious.
Go big or go home, right?
If we can't sit on tables, where are the cool kids expected to sit? In chairs? Like a bunch of squares? Meeting tomorrow. Where? What meeting? Is it endorsing meetings in general? Have fun.
Burlington Book Expo.
Audrey? I'm worried about Kim.
So am I. None of my attempts to reach out have yielded results. You?
Nope. She's still not answering any of my calls. I think she's blocking them.
How many pets is Chester finding on the daily?
Missing snake.
Guard your ankles.
I've got it. Let's... Thinking about her. What's the humming about?
Is receiving gifts.
Gwen's office. Let's see what I can find out from her. Oh no, this looks dead. There's no coming back from this. I will never be as cool as Gwen. Old school. Nice.
Gwen, being a vinyl girly, feels incredibly on the nose.
I will never be as cool as Gwen. More music I'm not cool enough to know. One of those Abraxas roses for Safi. It takes me ages to comment on one student photo. I can't imagine having to grade exams. Happy holidays to my favorite prof. I don't think a happy holidays is in the cards. One of Sophie's former students, I guess.
Let's speak to her.
Is that Sophie's book? Hey, Gwen.
Max. No conversations for you to conveniently overhear this time. Sorry to disappoint.
Actually, I need to talk to you about Sophie. No reason to beat around the bush. I know you got Sophie's book deal canceled.
Shit.
What I don't understand is why.
You really have a knack for learning shit you're not supposed to know, you know that?
So I've been told.
Well then. No use fighting the inevitable. What do you want to know?
That book meant the world to Sophie. You had to know that losing it would break her heart.
Of course I did. I busted my ass to help Sophie get that deal in the first place. Introduced her to my agent, my publisher, lobbied for her. I don't regret it. That book was good.
But
this keeps getting weirder and weirder. Let me get this straight. You helped Sophie get the deal, and then you killed it?
If it had to be done, it made sense for me to do it. You know, I brought you into this world, etc.
Huh?
So, what did you tell the publisher that made them nix the deal?
I told them there was incendiary content in the book.
Incendiary.
Which was true. It would have harmed a lot of people. Sophie included.
Sophie's book was incendiary? How? What was it about?
You really don't have an off switch, do you? How much did Sophie tell you about Maya Okada?
Gwen's bringing up Maya? Time to pay attention. Not a lot. I know they were friends.
Understatement of the year. The two of them were like the creepy twins in The Shining. You never saw one without the other. And that Vin Lang kid used to follow the two of them around like a lost puppy. But then Maya took her own life.
And that's what Sophie wrote about in her book?
Maya's death and everything around it. Her anger at her mom for even thinking of Caledon when she'd just lost a soulmate. Ultimately, I realized it wasn't worth putting Yasmin and Sophie through all that again. I made a call. I don't know if it was the right one, but it's one I made.
Sounds like Yasmin can tell me more about Maya. I'll have to be tactful. One last thing. Is that Sophie's manuscript?
Oh, part of it. Why?
Can I read it?
No. That's where I draw the line. I don't trust you not to dig up old graves. I've spilled too much already. Let's call this conversation over. Huh?
Shit. Now I'm even more convinced there's something important in that manuscript. How do I get my hands on a copy?
Hey Max, I know it's been an eventful morning and I'm still parsing it all, but had a quick question. Are you able to get my text when you're in the other timeline? Trying to grasp the extent of what you can do from a physics POV. Doesn't look like I can now. Okay, cool. That's a big help. I'll be in touch a little later when I've made some inroads into what happened earlier. Okay, so I started doing a little digging into the Alderman situation, and it's already weird. Apparently neither Vermont State nor Lakeport PD have ever... So he disappeared completely in the timeline.
How can they have no record of him? They sent him.
Yep.
I hope somebody is coming in to water you guys. Preferably someone who doesn't have to break in through an alternate dimension. Tossing Gwen out screwed everybody over. So they took her computer, probably going through it right now. Will Gwen be allowed to come back for these? Gotcha. Reading Safi's manuscript after all this feels like, I don't know, being hit by a tidal wave.
A million miles. Beneath my feet she lies still in her Sunday clothes. We killed her with our own hands, I mean our lack of hands. I killed her with my voice, I mean my lack of voice. Maya's book was like a child or a tumor or a rising beast within her. On the first page she wrote that she was drowning, and by the time she finished she was drowned. Laws of physics. The drowned always surface. What isn't spoken still exists. You can chop her up and sell her for parts, but her ghost remains whole, floating there in the corner of my kitchen, giving me that familiar look. The one that says, unstitch the binding, let the pages fall out, fluttering like birds shot down. The one that says, take him for everything he's got and then some. Talk to living warriors in the fab.
Whatever happened with Maya was explosive. Let's see what Yasmin has to say about her.
Dr. Hunter, this morning I attempted to call student resources, asking them why your classes for the rest of the semester have been cancelled. I was told in no uncertain terms that it was none of my business. Then I tried calling the president. She didn't even pick up the phone. Then I walked up to Mr. Reyes, the custodian, and he told me he'd witnessed you being removed by security, and that you'd been suspended under suspicions of selling drugs to students. I won't insult you by asking if you're guilty. I'll just wish you the best and tell you that you're the best teacher I've ever had. My student visa only lasts for another semester, but if there's anything I can do, or if on some off chance you're ever in Bangkok, look me up. Dr. Hunter, this is bullshit, you rock. I'm drunk. Happy birthday. Apologies for the stationery. It was the only thing within reach. I believe I speak for all of us when I say that this is unacceptable, and you can count on our support at the hearing next week. If you're looking for a lawyer, I can recommend a decent one. We're going to fight this. Gwen will go to the paper if we have to. You will be avenged. Huh.
Would you mind closing it behind you, Max?
Oh, she's there.
Sorry, Yasmin, but I'll need to interrupt your downtime with some questions. Professors sitting on the table? I can't imagine being this trusting. Don't they know there's snoops like me around? Loretta's a hard worker. I'll give her that. I just wish she'd use her powers for good.
Let's talk to her.
Hey, Loretta. Oh, hi, Miss Caulfield. How are you?
Have you talked to Reggie since yesterday?
Reggie? Reggie Kagan? Business major Reggie?
Crap!
Yeah.
Wrong Loretta, Max. You know what? Ignore me. I am lost in space.
Yeah, you are.
End of the semester,
I
right?
thought so.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Anyway, catch you later, Loretta.
That was embarrassing. I fucked up. I can't turn back time like I didn't think, man.
Sugar and spices in my latte? Yes. Eggnog? No.
No caffeine? This week of all weeks? I predict outright revolt before the week is out.
Out of the good stuff.
Hi, Yasmin.
Maxine, how are you? I was worried after your nosebleed yesterday.
Like I said, I get those all the time.
Still, be careful. Small symptoms can be signs of larger problems.
Wow.
A toothache can mean a heart attack.
I'm gonna try not to think about that too hard. I was hoping we could talk.
Come, sit.
Have you seen Sophie today?
No. We're meeting later this afternoon. I can tell her you were looking for her.
Did Sophie tell you her book deal was canceled?
What? No. How was she when she found out?
Not sure, but I bet she was devastated.
Oh, Sophia. I'll be sure to talk to her about this.
I wanted to ask you about something. Have you heard of a student named Maya Okada?
Of course. She took her own life. 4 years ago. A horrible tragedy.
I think Sophie's book was canceled because it was about Maya.
Impossible. Sophia didn't even know Maya.
Did Yasmin just lie to me? Do I call her out? She'll be pissed, but
It's gonna be another big decision.
Or should I go along with it and see what narrative she's trying to spin?
Go along with it.
Of course. I don't know why I thought they knew each other. It's just...
What?
There's this rumor that something happened with Maya before she died.
I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but... Ms. Okada appears to have caused herself a great deal of pain.
So, she had a bad reputation. No wonder you didn't want her and Sophie associated with each other.
Exactly. Strange. I really thought Vin's statement closed the matter.
Shady cow skull throwing Vin is involved?
Wow.
Enough ancient history. I have a favor to ask. Sophia's been distant lately. Could you keep an eye on her for me?
Are you sure that I'm the best person to...
Yes. Because she trusts you. And I trust you.
Yeah, Sure. I'll look out for her.
Thank you, Maxine. Oh, the time.
Oh, the
Let's do lunch
time.
again. Somewhere with more atmosphere than the other place.
That was odd. What did she mean by Vin's statement? Maybe I'd better talk to Vin myself.
Shut in the dark here, but any chance you know what happened to my telescope? They're very heavy, very expensive. I was almost done with something. I stepped in for minutes and I came back. It was no longer close. Hey, Moses, sorry to bug you. Very question about Vinland and my Okada. I'm sure what's up. Do you know if Vin put out a statement after Maya's death? I didn't see it at the time, since I wasn't at Caledon yet, but Safi shared it with me once. Hang on. He said Maya was an incredibly talented writer, but she also had mental health problems. We tried to get her the help she needed, but that didn't work. If we'd known it was as bad as it was, we would have done more. Does that help? It does, Moses. You're a gem. Alderman knows about my... okay, we read this already. I could have saved Alderman. I could have saved him, couldn't I? I was so close if only Moses hadn't. Shit, Moses saved my life. He didn't know what would happen, neither of us did, but he left it anyway. It's been a long time since I was the one being pulled from a bad end by someone else. Who knows what would have happened to me if Moses hadn't stepped in. We've bonded in a way only a near-death experience can. God, I hope Moses is alright. Please let him be alright.
He's probably in the admin building.
Oh.
Hey, sport. You're just gonna walk past me without saying hello?
Oh, what a terrible mistake. Whatever shall I do?
I'm hurt, but I'm sure you can make it up to me.
I'll think of something. Anyway, hi, Amanda. What are you doing on campus?
Just going on a coffee run?
What? But your coffee's better at the Turtle. This one tastes like ass.
Enough about me. What are you doing here?
Why are you sass, Amanda?
No. I mean, I just saw you talking to President Fayyad. What were you talking about?
I was asking her about Safi and her relationship with a student named Maya Okada.
Oh. Why?
It's kind of a long story, but it's for something important.
This guy's always falling for you, isn't it?
You have no idea.
Well, I'll leave you to your something important. See you around, Tiger.
See you, Amanda.
He's probably in the admin building.
Hey, Vin.
Yasmin's out right now. Sorry to disappoint. Unless you're here for me. In which case, I'll do my best to be of service.
Oh, God.
Do you talk like this to everyone who comes near Yasmin's office?
I've never met a pissed off board member I can't defang with a little eyebrow action.
Eyebrow action. How did you and Yasmin meet? How long have you worked here? How long? How about that?
How long have you worked in the president's office?
Right after graduation. The summer stock festivals wept because they couldn't have me. But Kahuna needed me right away.
I thought you might have worked here when you were still a student. You know, back when Maya Okada went here.
Wow. You know Maya's name. Am I supposed to collapse under the weight of that revelation?
You're supposed to talk to me like a human being about what happened with her.
What do you need me for, Super Sleuth? You're obviously capable of digging up ancient gossip on your own. Now,
Why is he so mean?
if you'll excuse me, Gwen's hearing completely scrambled Kahuna's schedule.
No casual chats about Maya. Noted.
Speak to Deadwood Diamond in the admin building.
Looks like somebody had their last stand. I don't know this Vin as well, but let's see what I can do. Why is Yasmin talking about you of all?
The hedgehog, distant relative of the shrew, enjoys its rest after a full day's work for the kahuna.
Just don't break it.
I could just get you a new one. It cost me like $2.
I don't want a new one. I want the one you gave me.
I don't like the looks of this guy. Too grim reapy. Looking for gigs out on the West Coast, huh? Break a leg, Vin.
How nice of you to finally return my phone calls, Desmond.
Changing Yasmin's schedule must have been agonizing. For both her and Vin. I don't blame Vin for wanting to ditch Caledon and get a fresh start. Say cheese, little guy.
Prickly exterior yet secretly vulnerable? Are you trying to tell us something, Vin? I'm supposed to talk to Vin and then speak to Deadwood Diamond. Where's Deadwood Diamond?
Maybe.
About Abraxas, and he said he needed me.
Waiting down to try to kick you out, huh? I thought you were smarter than that. And nicer, frankly.
Ben, cut the bullshit. This isn't about you. It's about the best person to head Abraxas. Right now, you're not in a place where you can...
I'm in a place to keep Abraxas above it all. As long as I have this job, we could light the observatory on fire and get away with it.
You're not even a student here. You graduated years ago. Plus, Abraxas should be about marginalized people making subversive art. Not about straight white guys getting wasted and committing arson.
Oh no! Somebody abandoned their boy. Diamond wants to lead Abraxas. I bet she's got some good secrets. Whoa, Diamond was working on a documentary about Moses. I wonder why she never went through with it. That was not dirt on Vin. I'm sorry, Diamond. I didn't think this is what I'd find.
Aww. She has feelings for Moses.
Maybe other Vin will spill.
Don't mind us, Max. We were just finishing up.
Vin, Abraxas needs new blood.
You mean you need another line on your resume?
Hold up, can we talk? I just want to ask you about Maya.
Please. I can't handle the both of you trying to exploit my weak spots.
Did I just witness a failed crown snatching?
You gotta seize the opportunities when you can. And hey, it almost worked. Speaking of which, what's the deal with Maya? Isn't she the undergrad who died a while ago?
That's her? Why, do you know anything?
Just that Vin looks like he bit into a lemon anytime someone says her name.
So Maya makes Vin uncomfortable, huh? Let's find out why.
There's gonna be a debate at the beginning of next semester. A special little pissing match for Vin and me. Vin usually runs for Abraxas president unopposed. But if I had the right piece of dirt, I bet I could make him step down.
If I give her something juicy and then go to the other timeline, maybe I can listen in on Diamond confronting Vin?
Okay.
Vin gave a public statement about Maya. And I think Yasmin had something to do with it.
Like Yasmin asked him to give the statement?
That's the vibe I got. Do with it what you will.
I don't get it. Were Maya and Vin friends or something?
I'm not sure, but they definitely knew each other.
And Vin gave a statement about her death. What a pompous little piece of shit.
Whatever he did, now's your chance to squeeze it out of him.
Damn. Okay, Machiavelli.
Can you do me a favor? Wait until I get out of here to bring this up with him.
You got it. I won't jeopardize your getaway.
Pulse in the living room to investigate the room.
This Vin's not going to tell me anything. Maybe the other one has looser lips. If I'm going to listen in on this conversation, I need to cross to the other side.
Let a man make a stale cup of coffee in peace?
No. Because here's the thing. I didn't want to bring this up before, but I know about the statement you made. About Maya. Yasmin asked you to give that statement, didn't she?
That's an extremely fucked up thing to bring up.
Nobody expects the head of Abraxas to be Mother Teresa, but they shouldn't be covering up details about someone's death.
Alright, fine. You wanna know what happened?
Yeah.
After you died, Yasmin told me that if I stated on the record that Maya was troubled, she'd give you a job as her assistant.
Holy.
Why would anyone want to hear about what you had to say about Maya?
Diamond, maybe because we were fucking friends? I met in one of Colmenaro's fiction classes and it clicked.
And you said that shit about her?
Shut up. You wanted a performance and now you're gonna kill it. I grew up without any money, okay? Most kids at Talon don't get what that's like. And I'm not fucking stupid, okay? I'm not gonna make it as an actor. So yes, Yasmin promised me a stable, respectable job, health insurance. And I took it. And I cared about Maya. And it was a horrible thing to do, and I've regretted it ever since.
I don't have to bring that up in the debate.
There's not gonna be a debate. I'm dropping out of the race.
You're just
You
gonna let me be the head of Abraxas? Like that?
It's time.
Vin met Maya in Lucas's class, and he also knows something about the cow skull through Sophie's windshield. which conveniently made Lucas look guilty. If I can pressure the other Vin, maybe he'll tell me what the hell is going on here.